It's the oldest Stark child versus the oldest Lannister child, but if Robb and Jaime really met one-on-one, then I'm not sure Robb Stark would live another day to grow any older. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. And we asked the big question, if it was Ned Stark's oldest son taking on Tywin Lannister's oldest son, who would win? One-on-one. On the battlefield, would it be Robb Stark? Would it be Jaime Lannister? Well, after 240 votes, 25%, which I believe is 60 people, believe that Robb Stark would defeat Jaime Lannister. So that's 25% of people that are delusional. 60%, 60 votes out of the 240 votes are delusional, because I just don't see any way that Jaime Lannister would lose to Robb Stark. Hell, even in the show, Robb Stark just abruptly tells Jaime, I'm not going to fight you, because if we did fight, I would lose. I'd be dead. You'd beat me. So, I mean, Robb Stark admitted this himself. Therefore, I don't think he would have a chance. Now, obviously, most fighters will not be evenly matched. Someone can be like an excellent fighter, and they can take on a great fighter. And if the great fighter gets lucky, if the great fighter makes one better move than the excellent fighter, then yes, you can have an upset. A lesser fighter can beat a better fighter, but when the skill difference and the gap is that wide between Robb and Jaime Lannister, I just don't see how Jaime Lannister could lose to Robb Stark. It's simply not going to happen. I mean, unless Jaime Lannister lost both his hands and then decided to start swinging the sword with his penis, that's probably the only chance that Robb Stark would have a winning. But even then, I don't know, if he gives it to Robb the way he gives it to Cersei, then he'd probably still have a decent chance of being successful and getting the win. So yeah, 25% of people believe that Robb Stark would win. 75% believe that Jaime Lannister would win. I personally believe Jaime Lannister would win. I think I actually know that Jaime Lannister would win. Just thought we'd put this poll up for the banter, just to see how many people actually believe that Robb Stark would have a chance. And I wasn't expecting that many people to actually think Robb Stark would win. So yeah, 25%, like I said, that's 60 votes. That's a lot of votes. Midnight Black Roses says Jaime 100%, but army versus army on the battlefield, Robb. Well, I mean, they already went army versus army on the battlefield, and Robb Stark did win. However, he outsmarted Jaime Lannister. He had a lot more men. He told the Lannister scout, that he was sending his army one way, then he sent them another. So, I mean, it's not like army to army with the same amount of number. It's not like Jaime Lannister lost. It was more just Robb Stark outsmarting the Lannisters. But then again, you've got to take that into consideration. Is that part of being like battle ready, you know? Is that part of being a leader? Robb Stark outsmarting the Lannisters. So it might be. I think that as a battle commander, that probably plays into it. So yeah, we could say that it wasn't really a real battle, but Robb Stark set it up that way. He manipulated it so that he would have the advantage and have the numbers, albeit he did pretty much sentence 2,000 of his own men to death by sending them into the other battle. So, I mean, yeah, I guess he had to make a tough decision, and he made it. But he did beat Jaime. He beat army to army. He did beat Jaime Lannister on the battlefield. Otto WW says, Jaime, who is the best sword fighter in all of Westeros, against Robb, who just fought his first battle. Even Robb admits that if he does in the way Jaime wants it, then Jaime wins. Yeah, I mean, I just don't really see any way that Robb wins, you know. I think even if it was, I think you could make a case that if Robb and Jon Snow teamed up to take on Jaime at this point, they would both lose 2-on-1, because we've seen sometimes that not having a numbers advantage doesn't necessarily guarantee you the win. I think you would need maybe like 3 Robb Starks to have a chance, and even then, I'd probably still favour Jaime Lannister, because in the battle, he actually takes down 10 men on his own, and the only reason he stopped is because his sword gets stuck in the armor of one of the Starks' army men. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, Jamie probably could have took out half a dozen men if he'd really, if he had that option to. So, yeah, I think Jaime Lannister would win regardless of how many men he was against, to be fair. And reality, 1009 said, Robb literally says that he would lose in a fight with Jamie. And he does say that, and we know that. But I thought I'd put it up for a poll anyway, guys, and see what your opinions were. So, yeah, Jaime Lannister, 75%. In all honesty, probably should be a bigger margin than that. Still surprised a quarter of you people believe that Robb Stark would win. But it is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion. I just don't think I can get on board with it. Anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Being Fog Entertainment. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.